Welcome back. Let's get into it. Top of the year. Happy New Year, everybody. 2024. Let's get right back into it with these body cam reactions. We are reacting to lackluster. Cop flips out after lady calls him out. Lawsuit incoming. Oh man, let's see what this is about. Let's react.
Extremely careful when you come up on somebody.
Okay, I knocked on your window.
Okay, you're fixing to go to jail.
You're going to send me to jail for your bad driving.
You beat on his window and you put him in fear of physical injury. It's called
I disagree.
Welcome back to the Lackluster channel. In August of 2023, Juniper was driving with her elderly mother. Just ahead and in an adjacent lane to their left was Deputy Croft of the McCracken County Sheriff's Office, who was driving without his emergency lights or tones activated. Suddenly, the deputy is alleged to have merged across the two lanes of traffic to his right without the use of a turn signal. The reckless act nearly caused his cruiser to make contact with Juniper's vehicle, but she immediately slammed on her brakes to avoid a collision. Deputy
So far, it seemed like it was just regular. I say regular stuff because when we're driving, we're already at a heightened state. So I'm not going to take anybody's side right now. This is just a regular accident. Not even accident. This is a mishap. Things happen.
Croft had cut off the other travelers to avoid missing a right-hand turn that would lead him to this McDonald's. Juniper made the same turn and entered the establishment's parking lot as well.
Hey, come here. Let me explain something to you. You're being extremely... No, don't walk away from me.
Am I under arrest?
No, just be extremely careful when you come up on somebody.
Okay, be extremely careful
Listen,
when you're
I didn't
driving
see
because you cut me off.
Listen,
You did
I
not
did
even
not
use
see
your
you.
turn signal. Use
At
your
the
turn
last
signal.
minute, he called. He needed me over here.
So use your turn signal.
I did not
Is that
know
the law?
that. Okay.
Are you supposed to use the turn?
I'm sorry. I'm on her side. I know people going to get mad, but I'm on her side. You went up to him. You stood on business. You said how you felt. Like, look, you shouldn't have did that. Like, use your turn signal. Follow the law that you're supposed to uphold. I'm on her side. Shout out to her.
Not come up threatening on me like that.
I'm
That's a
not
good way to go to
threatening. Look at
jail,
you.
okay?
For what? My bad drive?
No.
You're going to
you
send
do
me
not
to
come
jail
up
for
here
your
beating
bad
on my
driving.
window,
I
man.
knocked on your window.
Okay.
I knocked on your
Be
window
extremely
after
careful.
you
That's
cut
called
across
menacing.
2 lanes
Huh?
without your turn signal.
Oh, I think you're fixing to go to jail.
Oh,
because of
my
his bad
God.
driving.
You do not
Ego hurt. Womp, womp, womp.
come up in a protest like that, beating on my window.
I
You about
knocked on your
scared me because
window.
I had no clue you were there.
Deputy Croft now admits that he has limited views behind him and had no idea that Juniper was in the lane beside him when he made the illegal maneuver.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, did you have a clue I was behind you when you cut across 2
I
lanes
did
of
not.
traffic?
No, I
Then
did
you
not.
should drive
He
better.
admitted he was
I
wrong.
have a dog in my back. It's hard for me to see.
He then claims he's apologized 3 times, but that is not reflected in the video.
I've done apologize to you. Now, this
I
will be the
didn't hear
3rd
that.
time.
Okay. I
It's not extremely smart to be acting the way you're acting right now because I will put you in jail. Okay?
No,
I
I
will
don't.
put you in jail. I don't care.
Oh, my
Okay.
God.
Plain and simple.
Uh-huh.
Do you understand me?
And it could have been over at this point. It could have been done. Like, let's just end it right there. But he just had to keep going. He just had to drive the point home. We get it. But you should also watch where you're driving.
Do I understand what?
That I will put you in jail.
For what?
First off, your disorderly conduct,
What disorderly
menacing, beating on my
menacing?
window like
You
that.
are
Okay?
armed to the teeth, and I'm menacing. I knocked
You don't
on
walk
your
up on
window.
us like that.
Okay. May I drive away now?
Not yet, you're not.
Juniper is told that she is not free to leave, as Deputy Croft runs her plates and requests a 3rd unit to the minor dispute.
Do you have your driver's license on you, ma'am? Simple
it's a
question.
traffic stop.
It is now.
Why?
Because you got out on my vehicle and beat on my window. Now, right now, I'm investigating a disorderly conduct. I need to see your driver's license.
You said it was a traffic stop, so now it's a disorderly conduct. I know he in a ramped up mindset, but you got to pick which one it is at this point.
License. And your proof of insurance.
Okay, this is not a traffic stop. Because I walked
Do
up-
you understand what I'm asking you?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay,
I just don't
I
think
need you
you're
to get your driver's license and proof of insurance.
right.
Juniper now retrieves the demanded documents.
I'm all for helping out your buddies, but you don't have to driving across 2 lanes of traffic.
Need your driver's license.
I'm sorry, please
She
don't take it out of
funny
my
as
Let me have your driver's license
No,
so I
I
can
am
cut you a
required to
citation.
present it. Hey, Give my
Back off
property back.
before you go to jail.
Give my property back.
I love her.
Don't be reaching in your car either.
For my phone.
All right.
Get
No,
out
he
of my
didn't.
hand.
That's the state's property.
It's
Stay
my
right
phone.
there.
You snatched it
So-
from my hand.
Pull up. I went in the car lane over there. I guess I cut in front of her. Never seen her.
He
over
about to
there.
lie.
She comes up here. I'm getting ready to talk to him. She comes beating on my window. Scares me to death. I had no clue. Jump out. She starts.
Oh, she did.
Boom, 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 boom. So I hit the recorder. Start recording. You know, she's been the way she's been. I mean, she's yelling, screaming. She's disorderly. I'm fixing to help her.
Oh my God.
Hold that and go ahead and. Let me.
They don't
Deputy
know what to
Croft
do.
returns to his vehicle to make a phone call, but mutes his camera for the conversation,
They
while
always do
Deputy
this.
Crone runs Juniper's license, during which she begins recording and attempting to identify the men who had detained her and her mother.
Okay, thank you. What's your name and badge number?
Y'all in these names and badges.
Now meet to discuss what to arrest her for.
Disorderly conduct. Big on the window. We might have minutes.
That's menacing. I would 100% say that's menacing.
The deputies conspired to
Oh my
arrest
God.
Juniper for menacing, which is defined as intentionally placing another person in reasonable apprehension of imminent physical injury. However, if we refer back to the body cam footage of Deputy Croft, we see that he first drives into the parking lot and stops to speak with another deputy, who happens to be facing the direction from which Juniper is approaching. It is highly likely that the deputy advised Croft that someone was walking up to his window, as Deputy Croft is seen moving his hand to the window's controls nearly 5 seconds prior to Juniper even reaching the driver's door. Deputy Croft then began rolling down the window as Juniper began knocking, which is only captured in 4 frames of this video, seen here in the side view mirror. Her hand is clearly postured into a loose ball to expose her knuckles, indicating that her only intention was to announce her presence, which she did by knocking twice on the glass. With these facts in mind, it is unlikely that a reasonable jury would determine that Deputy Croft was in fear of imminent physical injury, especially as his only reaction was to reach for the radio, not a taser, firearm, or other defensive device, and then exited his cruiser after Juniper told him to use his blinker and to watch his driving, only to chase after her. And of course, despite another good officer on scene to witness the event, he never speaks up as Deputy Croft and Crone arrests Juniper.
That's some truth in the details right there. God damn. That was broken down nice. That was I wish I had my air horn on. That was some truth in the details right there to catch all that. If you was in imminent danger, you felt threatened, like you wouldn't have rolled your window down like that and you would have reached for your firearm. Truth in the detail.
You just go ahead and turn around, put your hands behind your back, and then the rest.
For what?
Disorderly conduct and menacing.
Menace. This is
Oh
funny.
my God.
Okay.
Don't resist.
I'm
Don't
going to do it.
resist.
Just,
Okay.
you don't have to hand.
Put your hands behind your back.
Oh, you want my keys now? Okay, take my keys.
Hang tight. Don't be grabbing on stuff.
Anything out of
Just
her
hang tight.
Why?
Back up. Back up.
We'll give it to you, but don't be jerking out until we know. We don't know what you're pulling out of
Okay,
your.
well, you're not allowed to go in my pocket.
Okay, then have a seat.
And mind you, all of this is because he cut her off and she confronted him about, yo, you cut me off.
Back here, okay?
I would like to give my mother my keys now.
Okay. That way.
I would like to give my mother my
No,
keys.
so you're not going to do it. You're handcuffed, okay?
I know.
So,
I want my
okay, so
mother to go in my
just
pocket.
listen to me.
No,
You're under
I want
arrest. So
her
this is
to
a
take
search incident to arrest, okay? I'm lawfully able to search you after
Okay.
you've been placed under arrest, okay?
Sure.
I understand, but I'm just telling you how it is. Sorry, I don't do anything stupid.
Central, make sure we have a separate SRN for this incident.
Just something like that.
That's the hard way to do it.
Well, I know. You kind of got it all wrapped up in there.
Yeah.
Deputy Crone gave most of her belongings to her mother.
So you do want your mom to have cash, correct?
I want her to have my keys, my whatever's in my pockets.
Yes.
I'd like to keep my chopstick though.
Make sure there ain't nothing folded up in here.
To help speed up the process, Juniper began to hand her mother items as well, which for some reason upset the deputy.
Is your wallet in your back pocket? Can you go ahead and just grab that out with your left hand?
Sure.
Okay. No, absolutely not. Okay. Yeah. No, come here. Get on the.
I was just handing my
Yep.
property to my mother.
Deputy Crone finishes his search, and Juniper is placed into the cruiser. Shortly after, Deputy Crone accosts her innocent mother.
Hey, unless you want to go in cuffs, give me those keys. Stand over there. Stand over there. Or you're going to be arrested for interfering in this investigation. Stand back.
I'm just got her keys.
You're not grabbing anything on this car.
Occupant in the vehicle. He has a Concord Fire Department shirt on.
What?
Stay there. Do not touch those keys.
What?
I'm going to let Croft decide what to do with the vehicle. And that's what I told her. I said, we're going to let them decide what to do with the vehicle until we start giving keys to people. So they're going to stay right there until Croft gives a call. All right.
After suggesting the menacing charge based on one side of the story, Deputy Crone Mirandizes Juniper and finally asks her what happened.
Do you wish to talk to me about what happened today that led to this? Because it's... I tell him that he was a bad driver. I believe that's where the problem's going to lie.
I just went up and knocked on his door. I knocked twice on glass. That's it.
Okay. Well, I mean, you realize there's better... Would you agree that we could have went about this in a better way? You know that you can just go to the sheriff's department and say, hey, I want to talk with the sheriff.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a problem with what happened today on the road. Do you realize that's the way to go about this? Because I don't...
And like that was really gonna go somewhere. Like, let's be real. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go down there and say, hey, this sheriff that's been with you guys for 15, 20 years drove a certain way, knowing that's your boy. All y'all gonna do is say, like, yo, man, just watch out how you drive. You know, somebody complaining about you. Nothing's gonna happen. So him saying that, it's like, come on now. That's when they say y'all need to hold each other accountable. Like, that right there was not, you know, that wasn't gonna solve nothing.
Listen, let me tell you something. I do not enjoy taking away people's freedoms. I did not get in this job to do so. Unless you want to go in cuffs, give me those keys. Stand over there. Stand over there, or you're going to be arrested for interfering in this investigation. Stand back.
I'm just got her keys.
Stay there. I take it very seriously. I'm up there. You guys could all three had a meeting.
All I wanted to do was tell him he was driving badly.
Yeah.
And then he turned it around and got mad at me. All I was going to do was let him know he cut across 2 lanes of traffic. You know, if you're supposed to uphold the law, you should, like, actually follow the law.
I agree. But at the same time, whenever something like that happens, and you do this, and you take it to this,
I just wanted to let him know he was driving badly. As someone in uniform, he should do better. He should be aware of the laws he's trying to enforce.
Well, let me ask you this, man. Do you think...
That's a bar. If you don't know what a bar is, that's a bar in a rap lyric. He should be upholding the laws that he's trying to enforce.
If we could go back in time, you do this a little bit different. You think that it was appropriate?
Yes, it was. It was.
Okay, fine. You're right. I would park, and I would wait for him to notice me. But I would still want to let him know.
And there's nothing wrong with if he pulled in here and he did that, and you can pull in here as well, obviously. You know, and then if he was walking in there to get something to eat, you could say, excuse me, sir, this is what happened on the road. I do not appreciate it. And you can, you know what, I will be filing a complaint.
Okay.
And that is your right to do. But I tell you, whenever you go there and you beat on his window and you put him in fear of physical injury, it's called
I disagree with that.
Well, I wasn't here for that, okay?
So don't speak on it then. If you wasn't there for it, don't speak on it. What the fuck are we talking about?
So, but like I said, I don't like the way that this has turned out today.
Me neither.
But moving forward, I mean, I want you to be able to just, I get frustrated on the road too. Even being in a marked police car, like people pull out in front of me all the time, and it's frustrating. And I want to go up there, and I want to say, you know, what are you doing? What are you doing? But I can't, because that's first of all, that's extremely unprofessional, and there's better ways to do it.
Okay.
So,
that's true.
I appreciate you being nice and cordial with me and talking to me. I promise I'm not a mean person, okay? Unless you want to go in cuffs, give me those keys. I'm going to do my best to be able.
At this point, what are we talking
questions. They are seeking to obtain more evidence than what they already have to put you away.
About?
Always invoke your right to remain silent and to have an attorney present during all interrogations. Juniper was transported and spent a night in the county jail and was forced to sleep on the floor of a crowded room, during which she alleges that a jailer found a snake in the building and brought it to the cell to show everyone. This act,
What?
if done to a prisoner of war, would likely be considered a war crime under Geneva. According to Deputy Croft's grammatically incorrect report, Juniper was charged with menacing as mentioned earlier, as well as disrupting meeting or processions in the second degree.
Above came up to me, okay. Deputies, while I was meeting with Livingston County Department on McDonald's parking lot above, started beating on my driver's side door, screaming at me, and rolled down the window. And she stated that I cut her off on the highway. I advised that was not a good idea to couple on law enforcement like that. Above was acting in a threatening manner, and very loud and disruptive on the parking lot. Disruptive in the parking lot. There are several customers in the parking lot, and also the Livingston County Department. Deputy above was asked for her driver's license and asked me if there was a specific traffic stop, and I advised it was at this point. Above was placed under arrest for menacing disorderly. Oh, God.
Which states that a person is guilty of disrupting meetings and processions in the second degree when, with intent, prevents or disrupts a lawful meeting, procession, or gathering. He or she, Deputy Croft, was ordered to take a remedial driving class. Her request was denied, but shortly after, her public defender, another state agent, sent a series of unprofessional text messages. And
What?
This is where the story gets dark. At first, he asked if Juniper wanted a partner because she was cute. She initially agreed to meet over beers to exchange military stories, as they both happened to have trained in the same schools. However, the text messages shown here quickly turned into a one-sided conversation about explicit activities, followed by apologies and talks of mental health issues, including admitting to having just been released from a mental health facility. Then,
What?
back to explicit content. When she did
This is her public defender. I did not expect this to happen at all. What the fuck? So here's the thing. Can't say I don't want sex. I'm a male. Can't say I can't do without. May take a little more time than in the bathroom. You interest me. You are the kind of interesting that makes me stand up and want to live again. God, fuck. I fucked up telling you this. So sorry. This is you thinking you meant a soul, nobody's a person. What the fuck? This is his
didn't
client.
respond, he would apologize again, but Juniper would be left with no confidence that her public defender was
What?
well enough to take care of himself,
I don't wanna
let
laugh at
alone
him.
represent her
What?
in a criminal case in which she was innocent. A bar complaint was filed, and he is rumored to have been removed from duty, and shortly after, Juniper petitioned the court for a dismissal, which was granted, and the charges were expunged in early December of 2023. A complaint was also filed with the jail and arresting agency, but despite the deputy's admission of guilt on scene,
So, pull up. I went in the 4 lane over there, I guess. I cut from over. Never seen her over there. Of course, I can't say a whole lot of that.
and various lies throughout the incident report, we won't be holding our breath, expecting the sheriff to discipline his troops. Obviously, Juniper has a major lawsuit in her future against the public defender, the sheriff, jailers, and all 3 deputies on scene. And through speaking with her, she is currently looking for an attorney to take the case as the criminal side has just completed. If you're an
attorney that's not going to try to boo, like, god damn, we live in a cruel world. This was a wild ride on this reaction. I don't even know if this. I appreciate y'all. Go tune in to Lackluster for the uncut video of this. This is crazy. See y'all on the next one.